than heroes, skinny fit jeans and dressed in pink. How he dresses, I can zero, as long as he don't spill my drink. That girl's an indie Cindy, Lego haircut, polka dot dress.
Hey guys, I'm back from being really busy, and I'm going to make a video trying to clear up a lot of confusion between the different types of scouts. Now, there's Strength Scout, which doesn't really exist, but I kind of tried to make it exist. There's Hybrid Scout or Hybrid Melee Scout, and then there's Full Wisdom Scout. The most common one is the Full Wisdom Scout, which basically you build Full Wisdom, you max out all traps, and you're almost like a PvP or PvE scout, but your playstyle in PvP is basically just burst damage with traps. Like, you don't want to do long combos, you just want to drop a trap, get them stuck in it, and burst them down before damage decay really kicks in. And just kind of back up, let damage decay go away, go back in, burst a little bit, and go back out. Now this is fine. It doesn't really work at high level play because people can just kill your traps pretty easily, and people are really good at dodging traps. Like, a scout can lay traps on me all day, it won't, like, I'm not gonna get hit by them unless they're also hitting me and basically spoon feeding the hits to the traps. Which even then, the traps sometimes just go full retard and just won't, like I've placed a trap like this close to a person and it's just shot the other way the entire time. And there's nothing you can do about it as a scout. It's just, that's why I don't really like Full Wisdom Scout, is because it's really unreliable. You have to rely on your traps, the AI, to do the work. And I really don't like that. The advantages to it are, like, it's easier, I guess. It's more newbie friendly. No offense by that, it's just, it is. Like, you don't get to go do cool combos, really. And there's no real point. If you want to do this kind of build, I'm going to do a major build later. But this is, I was using this scout for PvE. I was doing survival at the time, and I skill resetted it from being a hybrid scout, and I just made it full wisdom. And I basically just have all the traps maxed, nothing really else. Especially find weakness. You definitely want this if you're a survival scout. It's basically the only reason you're in the party. But the second type of scout is the hybrid scout or melee scout, which is where back in the day there was a different gear system, and your gear could have, it wasn't like this, you could have wisdom and strength on the same piece of gear, and you could have that on all the gear, all like the armor sets, and you could have strength and wisdom on your weapons, which made hybrid scout really, really powerful. Because there are some things that are physical and there are some things that are wisdom, and it kind of overlaps slightly. And it was really, really strong. And also the jewelry, it wasn't like this. There wasn't 80 wisdom, 80 wisdom, 80 wisdom. Like, there wasn't that stat. It was like 3 stats. And you could have 3% physical attack, you could have 3% magic attack. And so on all 6 of these jewelries, you'd have 3% physical attack and 3% magic attack on every single one. Plus having wisdom and strength on all these, plus your Ospreys would be hybrid, your legend would be hybrid, and your souls would be hybrid, everything would be. And you just had like absurd both physical and magical attack. And it was really, really strong. And you could drop a multi-shot in someone's face, and it was just ridiculously strong. You use Buster or Blast Ring. Like, 320% plus 910 physical damage is pretty strong. And a lot of these, like, look at this. This is level 1. It has 292% plus 312 ratio. That's really strong, and especially if you level it up, it gets way stronger. But the downside is they're physical on a scout, so you have to make up for that. And that's where the idea of Strength Scout comes into play. Well, what if I just go pure strength? since the strength things have really good ratios. Now I'm gonna post a video later of me playing a strength scout. It was back in before the beta tournament. We were on a test server, me, Aphonia, and Invis, and he was playing on my ranger at the time on a test server, and I was playing his scout as a strength scout. Now I looked back at the video. I'm not that good at the time, to be honest, but you can see how strength scout kind of works, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. It's iffy. The whole point of it is that you get the buff that gives you it's just a normal buff, and it gives you like a lot higher percent physical attack, which is the whole point of it. It's kind of cheesy, but it might work if you're geared up enough. Like if you had a Dragon's Tooth and maybe a Strike Force, maybe you could do it. And I think it would be really strong if you had those. But a hybrid scout on this server, now you need to do like half of these be wisdom, half of these be strength, have a wisdom blade, a strength bow, 2 of these probably wisdom, 1 strength, have these health, and you'd have to be real rich to do this probably. I might try to do it. I don't know if I have time. But the playstyle difference is like you go more for a combo build, and you can do things like that, and it'll be a lot longer. Otherwise, you would just be like try to get means to an end. Like you're just trying to set up for the trap. Whereas with the melee scout, you're kind of just like a weird in between of setting up for your traps and being like an assassin almost, like just comboing it up. I did have an unlimited combo. I can't do it mostly because I don't have soul. I don't have the cooldown soul. I need to get those. But right now I can't do the unlimited combo I had. I'm not even sure if it still works on this server. But if you have any other questions on the different types of scouts, I'd be glad to answer them in the comments. I will be making a scout guide eventually. I don't know when. It's going to be complex because it's going to be... I'm going to try to do all the different types of scouts. Let me know in the comments if you want to see them as just separate guides, like a wisdom scout guide, and then a melee scout guide, and then a failed strength scout guide. But let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.
1 shoe, 2, gonna kick with my new shoes. I'm gonna kick until I need new shoes.
Those hipsters, I want to dance.
I said, don't stop, don't stop.